Hey everybody, welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for our weekly recap of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. This is season 1, episode 13, and it was titled Chilly Reception. Alright, y'all, so this episode really wasn't a lot, even though they made it seem like it was a lot. It really wasn't. But we're going to jump right into it. But before we do, if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. And if you end up liking this recap review, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button along with the share button. All right, y'all, let's just jump right into it. So we see everybody like doing something. So we see Whitney, she's meditating with some crystals. She's having a flashback of Vegas. Lisa doing something at work. She having a flashback of Vegas. Heather, she doing something, child. She having a flashback of Vegas. Meredith, she cooking bacon. Flashback of Vegas. Jen, she having flashbacks. Mary, she even having flashbacks. She didn't even go to Vegas. I said, well, how she... But she having flashbacks of the conversation they had about Vegas. So it's just a lot going on with Vegas. Oh, I forgot to turn my light on. There we go. So it's just too much going on. So we see it's the grand opening. The beauty lab about to open up in 2 days. We see Heather flirting with the man, fixing the counter or whatever. Then she's talking to her staff. They're putting up like clouds and wings and all this other stuff. Whitney, she comes in. She was stressed out, so she had to go to the gym or whatever like that. Heather tells her that she's stressed out about the grand opening. Then they talk about the staunches, or whatever them things are called that you put the little rope on. And then they start talking about not talking to Jen. So Whitney was like, well, did you uninvite her to the grand opening? And she was like, well, no, I haven't. I'm not, talking to her. I'm not going to reach out to her or whatever. So, not Heather. Whitney was like, well, if it was my party, I would uninvite her because, like, is she going to come to sabotage it, or is it like she coming to support you or whatever? And Whitney is like, is Heather just addicted to toxicity or whatever? We see Lisa, she meeting up with Jen. Child, why she almost fall when she opened up the door? That's not funny. But she almost fell when she opened up that door. I was cracking up. Anyway, she meeting with Jen. Lisa, she asking her, how she doing and stuff like that. And first Jen wanna pussyfoot around stuff, and then Lisa, because Lisa wanted to get right into what happened on the trip. And Jen like, well, I need a drink and stuff, and thank you for reaching out and all that stuff. Lisa like, look, what was going on? Because that was some crazy ish right there or whatever. She was like, well, I just want you to say thank you for reaching out to me, because you're the only person that reached out to me out of all the girls on the trip and stuff. And Lisa like, well, look, I just want to stay loyal to our friendship, and I want to, talk to you, see what was going on or whatever. And then Lisa tells us how on the elevator when she was leaving Vegas, she saw Jen on the elevator, and she started, like, Jen was crying or whatever. So she felt bad for Jen because she was like, well, she don't have nobody, she don't have no friends and stuff. So she wanted to kind of talk to her or whatever. Lisa was telling Jen what happened after the big blowout, the big dinner and stuff, where everybody was, well, Whitney and Heather was telling Lisa and Meredith what Jen be going around talking about. Jen pretty much denies everything that Whitney and Heather told her. She was like, well, no, I don't be talking about y'all. I don't be starting nothing or whatever. So she basically denied it. Then she gonna say, like, she from, what did she say? She said from the culture she was raised in, she always has to, protect herself or whatever. And then growing up in Utah around all the white people and stuff made her more on a defensive side, made her more always gotta be like in attack mode, always gotta be like, I'm ready to fight you mode, stuff like that. So she said that's why she did what she did or whatever. I'm like, really, Jen? Because these girls really wasn't on that type message or whatever when they came down there, but you always seem like you just ready to go. Like, why? Just calm down. She said she was hurt by Heather, and she thought Heather was her friend and that Heather had her back or whatever, and she wants to confront Heather. And then she was saying again how she go that when she goes 0 to 100, it's mostly because they're talking about her family, her characteristics or something. So she just goes 0 to 100. Lisa was like, girl, you do know that you don't have to say everything that comes to your mind. So she was like, I just need you to, tune down a notch or whatever. We see Meredith, she feeds Seth a dang on banana. I said, I am so over these two people. I'm happy they in love and everything like that. But if y'all don't stop it, you cutting up a banana for the like here a little bit. How old is Seth? You cutting up a banana and putting it in the bowl. Meredith, really, girl. But anyway, she say they in a great place, but it took a lot for them to get there and stuff like that. She starts talking about Vegas to him, and she tells him how she never had this type of relationship, like a friendship in her life. Like, this is just way too much for her or whatever. And Seth is just like, well, look, if they want to be in our business, they want to be all in our relationship and stuff, well, just own it. Like, own that. Like, tell them, like, we was effed up. Like, our relationship was effed up. Like, we got separated. We got back together. We happy now. We, doing good and stuff like that. So she like, I don't know about all that. It's not like the other people are not struggling in their marriages or whatever. And that's true, especially Jen. Because but she done let everybody know pretty much after this whole fight that her and her husband wasn't on the same page and stuff. But Meredith, she's a private person, and you can't really make somebody talk about something they don't want to talk about right away. Like, let her live and stuff like that. If she want to tell you or tell one person or something, let her be. But you can't be trying to pull it out of her by bringing up, oh, well, she was dating somebody else. I heard that they be talking to other people and everything. Like, you don't know what's going on in that relationship. So really, like, mind your business and stuff. Anyway, we see Whitney. She visiting her dad. He had this beauty salon school or whatever. And he is auditioning to be an instructor there. I was like, okay, daddy, I see you. So he was doing like a demonstrating on cutting hair and stuff like that. He was really good. He had like good personality and stuff. He was making the crowd laugh, and then he was cutting her hair and teaching like the 3 different A-line, the asymmetrical, the straight. He was teaching, child. So she says that her dad is doing good. He's done with rehab. He's done with sober living. I hope that he got the job. I was just like, well, I'm proud of him because it seemed like he was going in the right direction. So I'm proud of him. I hope he continues on his journey of sobriety because it looks good on him. I don't know what he looked like before, but I can only imagine. And it looks really good on him. And the fact that he, still out there trying to get a job, I'm proud of daddy. Heather, what Heather? Oh, Heather is at her old spot right now. Meredith comes up to meet with her and stuff, and so they go into the break room to chat or whatever. Of course, they talk about Vegas, and Meredith says that she was disheartened and disappointed in Jen, basically, and she says that it's sad that Jen was acting like that, but she understands or something. But she said she's sad that Jen was acting like that because she hurting, and she said something that was like a double standard, and I can't think of what it was, but because I watched it last night. But it was like something like you don't want to share what you have going on with your marriage or something like that, but you want me to share what you got going on with my marriage or something like that. It was like a double standard type thing. Heather says Jen was already invited to the grand opening because she's a big member, and we already saw in like episode 1 how Jen was there like getting everything Botoxed and lifted and tucked and all that other stuff, child. So Heather says Jen owes her an apology. And so Heather goes to tell Meredith, like, if this was a friend of my children or whatever, I would have told my kids to like drop her, leave her be, like don't associate with her no more because she don't care about your feelings, like she don't care about you and so forth. And look how she treated you, like you keep doing stuff like that, and she just keep throwing you underneath the bus. So why am I sitting here trying to fight for this friendship and stuff? So basically Meredith was like, I feel you type thing. And Heather also said that Jen reminds her of how her husband used to treat her in the marriage, and she's not going to put up with it anymore. She's going to speak her mind. So she wants to let Jen know how she feeling. Lisa, she at her business. She meeting up with like some marketing coordinator for Fresh Wolf. Let me tell you that is Harry like 8 or 9. I don't know how old he is, but he was just doing too much for me. First, he stacking up the beauty supplies, letting it fall over. She like, stop that, don't do that or whatever. He's like, no. I said, did he just really say no? And he like 8 or 9, like little boy. Child, bye. Then he want to be over there on the whiteboard. Then he want to interrupt while what's the little other young man name? What is his name? Jack. He trying to pitch the Fresh Wolf. Jack was already struggling on his own. He ain't need Harry input and stuff like that. I'm like, Lord. And then once Jack finished struggling with the whole intro to the Fresh Wolf and stuff, they all like, oh, that was real good. Girl, no, that was not real good. My niece and my middle child was in here watching it. They was like, why is they lying to that little boy? Oh, God. Watching it with teenagers is fun. But anyway, yeah, I was just like, this is just too much. But she feels as though it's going to bring her family closer together because they're all working on a business together and stuff like that. We know how she is, child. And then the thing that killed me was that they came in there with big gulps. I said they must drink a big gulp like every day. Like, dang, that's a lot of soda. But she's thin though. But I was just like, Lord. Anyway, we at Mary's church. What do Mary be wearing? Can we talk about it? What do she be wearing? And why? Child. Anyway, why was the grandmom picture up there in the church next to Jesus? I'm like, is that the grandmom next to the Lord? Like, what in the world? Then Mary walked in the church. They all, oh yeah. I'm saying, what in the world? Like, they was just doing too much. And then she the choir director too. Like, you the pastor, you the deacon, you the choir director, you the usher, you the everybody. Girl, what in the world? I said, And then the people couldn't really sing, so she calling the people out that couldn't sing. I said, oh my God, this is a tragic mess. And then I was like, what is going on? And she's singing Amazing Grace. She done got to shouting and stuff. I said, if Mary don't sit down somewhere, like, Mary, stop. Like, you was really putting on for these cameras. Girl, if you don't stop playing with me, no. No. Just no. No. Now, I see people get the Holy Ghost off a lot of things, but not Amazing Grace. Just sit down, Mary. Sit down. Just stop. I'm over Mary. Okay, I don't even know why she on this show. She didn't even. We barely saw her. Like what? Anyway, we at Coach Shaw. Basically, the coach wanted to take Jen out on a date. Like, he wanted to take her out salsa dancing and stuff. And she all excited, talking about something. She wanted to go salsa dancing for 25 years. They've been married for, 28 years or something like that? And it seemed like this man ain't take her out nowhere. The way she be talking, it seemed like he ain't take her nowhere. Because she like, oh my God, I've been wanting to do this for 100 years. And we ain't never do this and stuff. And they was getting it. They was getting that little salsa on and stuff. And, she said he was in a dance group or something when he was in college. So he real competitive and he can dance. And I was like, okay, that's real cute. I would love to go salsa dancing and stuff like that. Maybe when the world open back up, for real, I can join like a salsa class and stuff. Because I be loving, like when I be seeing them, the Hispanics and Latin Americans and all that, I love just to see them, they be getting it. Like, what? They be getting it. I love to watch them dance because oh my goodness, I love it. Like the Puerto Ricans, the Dominican Republic. Like I said the Dominican Republicans. The Dominicans. Oh, please forgive me. I love to see them dance. Like especially like on cruise ships and stuff, because that's really where because I've never been to a salsa or Mexican like not club but club lounge whatever, so you don't really see it like in the hood and stuff like that. So when like on cruise ships, you see everybody. So when they be having like the little Latin night or something like that, and I'll just sit there and just watch them dance because it is so beautiful the way they just be moving. I just feel like, oh, I want to do that. So maybe I can take like a little salsa class or something. That'll be fun. But anyway, y'all, I'm telling you, this show wasn't really giving y'all nothing, so I'm just gonna put some extra stuff in there. Anyway, they do their little salsa dancing and stuff. It was real cute, and she apologized to him for treating him badly and being resentful and stuff like that. And she says that she's misunderstood by her friends and that her heart is pure and good. And of course, he gives like his little motivational speech and whatnot. And I was like, is they going to serve them dinner or something? Because he was like, we could sit down and eat. I was like, well, what they eating? They just eating chocolate covered strawberries, but whatever. She had a good time. He had a good time. It seemed like they gonna put their marriage kind of together. Good for them. It's grand opening night. Everybody getting dressed. Meredith, she's stripping in front of the camera because I'm glad she did take them pants off because it was just that outfit was just too much. It was too busy. Heather got the cotton candy, the macaroons. Her daughters come in, they looking real cute. The ex-husband, he came. She giving him a tour. He says he likes it and he's very proud of her and proud of her success and stuff like that. I thought that was really cute and good. Mary, she gets there. Meredith come there with some mask on, some like chain link. What the? She looked ridiculous. Everybody was looking at her like, why she got the mask on? And why is she keeping it on all night? Nobody got the mask except for her. I was just like, all right, whatever. Child, when Whitney did that double mask. Well, Whitney did that double mask in that day confessional. I was dying. Oh my God. Oh my God. That thing was funny. Lisa arrived. Mary and them, they talking about her non-existent boobs. Lisa telling Meredith that she met up with Jen, and Meredith just looking at her like, okay, so that's what we doing. Okay, but you supposed to be my friend. She was like, I'm not going to tell you who to be friends with or nothing like that, but, I'm going to do me, you do you. I'm not ready to forgive her or be her friend or anything like that. Meredith said that, well, not Meredith. Lisa was saying like Jen is a little insecure, which we all see. And Meredith feels weird about Lisa meeting up with Jen. And she basically told her like, do you, I'm going to do me, boo. We not going to be friends. But y'all two could be friends and that's cool. And that's how it should be. If you're not cool with somebody, that's fine, but that shouldn't take away from your other friendships and stuff like that. So, whatever. But, that's how Jen be acting. Like, you can't be friends with Mary and be friends with me and all this other stuff. But Meredith, like, look, we too old for that shit. But if you want to be friends with her, I'm just not, okay? Then we see Whitney, she getting some O2 with Mary. They start talking about Vegas. Whitney tells Mary that Jen wasn't satisfied with the apology and stuff. And Mary like, well, basically I tried to warn you. Like, you saw what she did to me. Like, I apologized to her and she still came at me and whatever. So it's just like she can't let shit go. Heather, she has mixed feelings about everything. Oh, because Jen arrived. So then Heather tells us she got mixed feelings. She don't know if Jen is there to sabotage or support her. Whitney goes over to talk to Jen. Whitney tells her, like, look, I don't want to be treated poorly and I don't need toxic friends in my life. So Jen was telling us that she gonna be like Michelle Obama. When they go low, she gonna go high or whatever. And so Whitney was telling her, like, I feel like a punching bag and I feel like a scapegoat and stuff. And Jen apologized to Whitney and whatnot. And she said, you can't, but you just can't compromise my family and stuff. Whitney thanks her for apologizing because Whitney was kind of shocked that Jen actually apologized. But then to us, Jen basically saying, like, what the F am I apologizing for? Like, I'm just trying to apologize because I see some cookies over there in the corner and I want to get some cookies. So I just don't even understand what I'm apologizing for. I was like, well, what? Girl, don't give me no fake apology. And then, like, she could have saved it. And she know the girl going to see this on the dang reunion. She just wanted trouble. Anyway, Jen walked right past Mary, like she didn't even see her standing there and stuff. Lisa and Jen, they just chatting and talking and laughing it up and whatever. Heather made like some announcement thanking everybody for coming out. Meredith was talking to some guy about bad energy, and why Jen walk up at the same time. The dude was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go over here. So Jen and Meredith, Jen was basically talking to Meredith. Meredith was just staring at her like, she ain't saying nothing. I was like, damn, Meredith is ice cold. She is ice cold, because Jen was just like apologizing and stuff, and Meredith was like, okay. I was like, damn, nah, I ain't even that cool. God, not even in my younger days. Maybe. But I was like, whoo, damn. Meredith is just like over Jen. She is over her. Meredith was like, well, the damage is basically done. Like, I appreciate what you said and everything like that, but I need actions, okay? I need you to follow up with actions in the future and stuff like that, and then I'll be okay. And then here go Jen and her one-on-one talking about something. She's surprised that Meredith is not accepting her apology. I was like, girl, how many people that apologize to you and you ain't accept their apology? If you don't dismiss me with this foolery. And then Meredith basically says she protecting her peace. Heather walks up, and then Meredith gives them time to talk. And Heather basically told Jen what was on her mind. She let her know, like, look, you need to take accountability for what you did. You need to own that you've been treating me like ish, that you've been putting me underneath the bus. I've been there for you. I love you unconditionally, but you just love me with conditions, and I'm constantly showing up for you, consistently there for you. Somebody come at you and you put up your hands, talking about you don't trust me and stuff. I was like a big F you to me. Like, Heather was giving it to her, and Jen was just looking like, well, what am I supposed to own? I don't know what I'm supposed to own. I don't own it, but I don't know what I'm supposed to own. I was like, girl, she telling you what, hello? And so they go back and forth, round and round. Everybody at the party uncomfortable. Here go Lisa. I ain't never had to call security on the host before. So I was just like, Lord. So they go over there telling like, calm down and stuff like that. They try to tell Jen like, look, just own. She telling you to own what you did to her and stuff like that. Jen is kind of like, well, I'll own it. I apologize, but I don't know what I'm apologizing for. But I apologize because I want us to be friends and stuff. And so Heather just keep looking at her like, really, bitch, like, really, you don't know what you apologizing for. And so Jen says she tried, she did the whole shopping thing, she did this, she did that, and she doesn't, she finally says, like, at the end, like, she hasn't been a good friend to Heather, but she will try to be a good friend to her or whatever like that. Then they end up sharing lip gloss, and Jen was just like, no, you'll just walk around with dry lips and stuff. I was like, Lord. At the end, they said that, I think Whitney spending more, no. It was Jen spending more time with her husband via FaceTime. I said, Lord. Whitney working on her new skincare line. Mary still being a hoarder. Lisa want to go to Mexico with her family. And Meredith and Seth are doing couples therapy, and Heather's still looking for a man. And that was the end of the episode, y'all. Child, it's gonna be a three-part, what's the thing called? Reunion. I said 3 parts. There was only 13 episodes. Oh, bravo, like to stretch something out. But anyway, y'all, that was the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode down there in them comments. If you ended up liking this recap review, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.